Lazy. Adjective. Not turning on the lights, which are right over there, in order to make me look better in this video, and instead relying on the brightness button on my iMac. Hey everyone, it's PsychedUS here. A few days ago, Richard Dawkins was in town on his book tour for The Greatest Show on Earth, The Evidence for Evolution. I went down to Tribeca to a Barnes & Noble and watched him speak. And, it was pretty interesting. He read a few sections of the book, including Thunderfoot's motto, by chance.
Fossil rabbits in the Precambrian.
And talked about the evolution of horses' hooves. And he answered this really interesting question in the end about Ray Comfort and Kirk Cameron on the November 19th. Really, this is just a short video. I just wanted to have an excuse to put up this footage because I think it's just absolutely priceless. Especially about the first minute or so. So, wait, here you go.
Yes, with a cap.
Thank you again for everything you've written, especially coming from a reformed pointing Christian. You're wearing your famous crocodile tie. Do you have any advice for those of us who wish to combat the Ray Comfort attack on Darwin on the 19th? Seriously, because on the 19th, he's going to be, people are going to be passing out these books at local New York City colleges, and I think just ripping out pages and throwing them away is not getting the message out to the deviousness of what they're trying to do, trying to get people aware of that this book is a crime.
Are people aware of this campaign, which this not everybody is. There's this man called Ray Comfort. You may know him as the Banana Man. Yes. You study a well-made banana, you'll notice. His latest stunt is to discover, not entirely surprisingly, that since it's 150 years old, The Origin of Species is out of copyright, and so he can do what he likes with it. And what he's done is to reprint copies of The Origin of Species, putting on an authentic-looking cover with a picture of Darwin on the cover. But there is an introduction written by him, which is full of creationist bollocks. As the questioner said, he's handing them out to campuses around the country. At first I wasn't too bothered by this. A lot of people were very bothered by it. It seemed to me that if it gets more copies of The Origin of Species into people's hands, that's got to be good. I can't believe anybody could possibly be so stupid as to believe the nonsense that he's written in his 50-page introduction, which I have read. On the other hand, I recently learned that on Amazon, Amazon have not clearly distinguished genuine copies of The Origin of Species from the Ray Comfort edition of The Origin of Species, and the system of counting up the number of stars you get has mixed them up, so that the Ray Comfort edition has benefited from the stars that people might have given to a real Darwin edition, and real Darwin has been harmed by the negative votes that have been given to the Comfort edition. I had the good fortune to meet a senior official of Amazon this morning, and I pointed this out to him and asked him to do something about it. He said he would. He then asked me to sign a copy of my book, which actually was on his Kindle. It's quite difficult signing. But I accomplished this feat. And what I wrote for him was, thank you for sorting out the fake Darwin problem. So he's now got to do it.
So when it got to my turn for Dawkins to sign my book, I had a question prepared, except I fumbled it entirely while I was asking it. So Dawkins got this 3-second answer out, and then I had to move on to the line because there were a bunch of people waiting. So although it's not particularly exciting, I decided to include my little conversation with Dawkins. So here you go.
Hello. I was wondering, I had a quick question about the atheist YouTube community and the internet and its role you feel in this whole movement.
It's a pretty important role to me.
Okay, sir, I'm sorry.
A question about the atheist YouTube community and the internet? Really, that was just terrible. Oh well, but that was my conversation with Dawkins, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's short, but I really had to get this video footage online. Yeah. So until next time, I'm PsychedOS, and yeah, have a good day.